The most iconic school in the history of fiction is opening its doors again. And this time, nothing is being left out. HBO's Harry Potter series is officially happening, and it is arriving sooner than almost anyone expected. You're watching Epic Explanation, and we are breaking down everything you need to know. Let's start with the date that genuinely caught the entire fandom off guard. Harry Potter premieres on Christmas Day 2026. December 25th, HBO confirmed it at the end of the first trailer, and the reaction was immediate, because most people had mentally prepared themselves to wait until sometime in 2027. The announcement moved the timeline forward in the best possible way, and the countdown is now very much on. This project has been in motion since April 2023 when HBO Max first confirmed it was happening. By mid-2024, showrunner Francesca Gardner and director Mark Mylod were brought on board to shape the creative direction of the series. Casting began in September 2024, and over the following months the Wizarding World started to take a completely new shape with a completely new generation of actors stepping into roles that a lot of fans considered untouchable. And that casting process was never going to be simple. John Lithgow is Dumbledore. Janet McTeer steps in as Professor McGonagall. Nick Frost takes on Hagrid. Papa Isidore, in the most talked-about piece of casting in the entire announcement, becomes Severus Snape. That particular choice sparked serious debate online, and Isidore also faced deeply unacceptable racist abuse from parts of the fandom following the reveal. But for anyone paying attention to his work, the argument for him in that role is a compelling one. Then came the announcement that carried the most weight of all. The new trio. Dominic McLaughlin, a young Scottish actor, is Harry Potter. Alistair Stout steps in as Ron Weasley. And West End performer Arabella Stanton takes on Hermione Granger. Three unknowns walking into three of the most scrutinized roles in modern pop culture. The pressure on these performances is going to be enormous. And honestly, that is exactly the kind of fresh start this adaptation needs. The first trailer has already split the fandom down the middle in the way that was always inevitable. Some fans are genuinely excited by what they are seeing, a darker, more emotionally grounded look at Harry's world, with scenes from the books that the films simply did not have time for. The trailer opens on Aunt Petunia's voiceover as young Harry is pushed into the cupboard under the stairs. It shows his life at primary school. It lingers on his loneliness in a way the movies moved past quickly. And that choice alone signals that this version intends to earn the magic rather than simply announce it. Others feel the trailer does not carry the same warmth and wonder they grew up with. And that reaction is understandable. The original films are woven into the childhoods of an entire generation, and no reboot is going to walk into that space without friction. But here's what makes this adaptation genuinely different from what came before. The format. Each season is expected to cover one book, which means the show has the space to go where the films could not. Subplots that were cut. Characters who barely registered on screen. Moments from the books that readers have been waiting decades to see rendered properly. The world of Hogwarts has always been larger than 8 films could contain, and a long-form television series is finally the right vessel for it. HBO has also confirmed the show may draw from world-building elements introduced in Hogwarts Legacy, which suggests the creative team is thinking about this as an expanding universe rather than a straight retread. And J.K. Rowling is attached as an executive producer, a detail that has generated significant conversation given the controversy surrounding her views on trans people in recent years. That debate is real, it is ongoing, and it is part of the wider conversation around this project that is not going away. What is also not going away is the appetite for this story. Harry Potter's journey from a lonely boy living under the stairs to the wizard who stands against Voldemort is still one of the most powerful narrative arcs ever written for young audiences. And with the time and resources HBO is putting behind this, the opportunity to tell that story with the depth and care it has always deserved is genuinely here. Christmas Day 2026. The doors to Hogwarts are opening again. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you ready for this, or does the original cast still hold the magic for you? Subscribe to Epic Explanation so you do not miss a single update as we get closer to premiere day.